The Novena to the Holy Spirit by St Alphonsus Liguori. The eighth meditation. Love is a bond which binds. As the Holy Spirit, who is uncreated love, is the indissoluble bond which binds the Father to the eternal Word, so He also unites the soul to God. Charity is a virtue, says St Augustine, uniting us to God. Hence, full of joy, St Lawrence Justinian exclaims, "O love, thy bond has such strength that it is able to bind even God and unite Him to our souls. O love, how strong is thy bond which could bind God! The bonds of the world are bonds of death, but the bonds of God are bonds of life and salvation. Her bonds are a life-giving binding. Yes, because the bonds of God by means of love unite us to God, who is our true and only life. Before the coming of Jesus Christ, people fled away from God, and being attached to the earth, refused to unite themselves to their Creator. But the loving God has drawn them to Himself by the bonds of love, as He promised by the prophet. O see, I will draw them with the cords of Adam, with the bands of love. These bands are the benefits, the lights, the calls to His love, the promises of paradise, which He makes to us. But above all, the gift which He has bestowed upon us of Jesus Christ in the sacrifice of the cross and in the sacrament of the altar. And finally, the gift of His Holy Spirit. Therefore, the prophet exclaims, "Loose the bonds from off thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. O my soul, thou who art created for heaven, loose thyself from the bonds of earth and unite thyself to God by the bonds of holy love. Have charity, which is the bond of perfection. Love is a bond which unites to herself all other virtues and makes the soul perfect. Love God and do what thou wilt, because he who loves God tries to avoid causing any displeasure to his beloved and seeks all things to please Him." Affections and Prayers. My dearest Jesus, how much you have done to oblige me to love you, and how much has it cost you to gain my love for you. Ah, I would be too ungrateful if I loved you little, or divided my heart between your creatures and yourself. After you have given me your blood and your life, I will detach myself from everything, and in you alone will I place all my affections. But I am weak in carrying out this desire. O you who have inspired me with it, do give me strength to execute it. Pierce my poor soul, O dearest Jesus, with the sweet dart of your love, so that I may ever languish with desire of you, and be dissolved with the love of you, that I may seek you alone, desire only you, and find none but you. My Jesus, I desire you and you alone. Make me repeat continually in this life, and especially at the hour of my death, you alone do I desire, and nothing else. O Mary, my Mother, obtain for me that henceforth I may desire nothing but God."